Welcome to Parents TV On Demand, a place for parents to learn, share, and develop a healthy family together. Parents TV, our families, our lives.
Hi, you're watching Sound Sleep Advice on Parents TV. I'm Joanna Buchholz Torres, Editor-in-Chief of Siempre Mujer, 12 Meses en Espera. Sleep issues are common in children of all ages, from getting your infant to sleep through the night to making sure your teens get enough rest. Joining us today is Dr. Jody Mendel, Associate Director of the Sleep Center at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia and a Professor of Psychology at St. Joseph's University. Dr. Mendel is also the author of Sleeping Through the Night and co-author of Take Charge of Your Child's Sleep.
There you go. Yay.
Today we're going to take a look at some of the problems parents have at bedtime and give you some advice on how to improve your child's sleep. Dr. Mendel, how common are sleep problems?
Sleep problems are so common. National Sleep Foundation found that 69% of parents report that their child has some kind of sleep problem. And more importantly, 74%, 3 out of 4 parents want to change something about their child's sleep. Now, does that mean you have to live with it? Absolutely not. Almost every single sleep problem we can solve or improve it greatly.
Now, solving a problem, when is it time to see a doctor? I mean, one way is treating it at home with different ways and strategies, but when do you actually reach out to a doctor?
First, put in place all the good sleep habits. Make sure your child's going to bed early. Make sure that they have a good sleep haven in their bedroom. If you're still having a problem, your child is not going to sleep, not staying asleep, or they're sleepy during the day, you definitely want to talk to your child's doctor. Another thing, if your child is snoring, especially if they're snoring and having a hard time breathing, make sure you bring it up with your child's doctor.
I have a couple of scenarios. For instance, you have a baby who is the night owl. During the day, perfect little angel, sleeps through the day. At night, is up all night, fuzzy, cannot get back to sleep. What does a parent do?
Okay, common scenario, especially around 2 weeks, 4 weeks, right? They're great, your whole day is wonderful, and then in the middle of the night, you're up with this baby who's just decided that this is time for their daytime. A few things. First of all, expose them to light in the morning. Get outside, go for a walk, turn on all the lights in your house or your apartment, okay? Second thing, keep the lights dim at night, right? You want to have light, wake your child up, and dim light, keep it till they'll sleep. Second thing is move in slow motion during the night. So don't make it playtime. During the night, just act really calm and utterly boring. If you do those two things, usually within about a week, your child will flip around so they'll become back to being during the day and at night sleeping better.
Very interesting. It sounds like common sense, but sometimes we forget and get frustrated.
We also forget the biology of it, which is that light really governs our internal clocks. Light is what keeps us awake during the day and helps us sleep at night.
All right, now a second scenario for a parent who has an older child, say a 4-year-old who bedtime comes, it is a struggle every single night. How does one get the child to finally go to sleep?
All right, a few things. Bedtime routine, they're absolutely essential. 3 to 4 things, exact same order every night. 3 or 4-year-old, a great thing to do is make a bedtime chart. Okay, you can cut out pictures, you can draw, you can write words, whatever you want to do, which tells your child exactly what you're going to do. Most important thing, if you're going to have reading as part of your bedtime, which we highly encourage, show 2 books. There's no argument about how many books. And then you can say to your child, honey, I would have read you a 3rd book, but the chart says only 2. Okay, keeps you on track. Last thing, make the last thing of your bedtime routine something your child loves. Okay, so you're not chasing around the house trying to get their pajamas on. They're going to want their pajamas on so that they can get to playing with a favorite toy, reading a story, cuddling with you.
All right, so consistency, having something that the kids can expect every night on a schedule. And then back to the schedule. Now, let's think about a baby, getting a young one, for instance, a 6-month-old or a younger baby on a sleep schedule. How does one achieve that?
So you want to set a bedtime. You don't want it to be too late, right? Really good baby bedtime between 7:30 and 8:30. If you keep them up too late, they get fussy, have a harder time falling asleep. Second thing is making sure you also wake them in the morning. I have parents who say she won't go to bed till midnight, but they let them sleep until 10 in the morning. Get them up at 7:30 or 8. Naps around the same time every day. You also want to do feeding, so meals around the same time every day. If you do meals and sleep time around the same time, your child's going to get on a schedule. It's going to take a little while. Don't expect miracles in a day, but if you stick with it for a week, you'll see a difference.
Now, in an era of technology where kids have the video games, they have all kinds of technology, bringing some of that into the bedroom, a TV in the bedroom, how good of an idea is that?
So let me give you some numbers. You ready for this? 43% of school-age children have a television in their bedroom. Huge number of teenagers, almost all of them have, 97% have something in their bedroom, okay? And about 40% have 4 or more things, cell phones, internet, video games, all those things. We know it causes so many sleep problems, leads to less sleep. You got to get it out of the bedroom, right? Technology is wonderful.
Sure.
Just make sure it's in the family room, the living room, not where you're sleeping.
Now, is there ever a time when parents should really consider going to the doctor and putting the child on sleep medication?
Well, we rarely use sleep medication. Most of the time, it's not going to help. Okay, so if someone's snoring, having breathing problems, it's going to make it worse. We also know there's no medications approved for children for sleep. Okay, but given that, are there times we put children on medication? Sure. Children with severe difficulties, like children with autism, some children with ADHD need some medication to help them sleep. But you want to try all the other solutions first before you jump to that.
Very, very startling information. I thank you so much. If you want to read more about helping your child sleep, you can check out Dr. Mendel's books, Sleeping Through the Night and Take Charge of Your Child's Sleep. Thank you for watching Sound Sleep Advice on Parents TV, your source for the best information for your growing family.
Thank you for watching Parents TV, Our Families, Our Lives.